You think you make your own decisions. You think your opinions are yours. You think the people around you are just living their lives with no particular agenda toward you. You are wrong. And the most unsettling part is not that it is happening. It is how long it has already been happening without you noticing. Mind control does not look like a villain in a movie. It looks like your daily routine, your relationships, the way you automatically react in certain situations. This video is going to make you uncomfortable. Good. Discomfort is how you know something real just landed. Have you ever felt like someone has a strange hold over you? Not in a spooky way, but like they just know how to get what they want. It's not magic, it's psychology. We often think of mind control as something from a sci-fi movie, but subtle versions of it are happening all around us, every single day, especially in our relationships. It could be a friend who always makes you feel a little guilty for saying no, or a partner who subtly praises you only when you do things their way. Understanding these psychological triggers isn't about learning to manipulate others. It's about empowering yourself when you can spot these tactics. You gain the freedom to choose your own reactions instead of being subconsciously led. It's about building healthier, more honest connections where everyone feels respected. Want to learn how to spot these signs? Hit that subscribe button and let's dive deeper together. The first method is identity erosion. It does not happen in one conversation. It happens across hundreds of small moments where your preferences, your instincts, and your self-perception are quietly questioned. Someone laughs at what you find meaningful. Someone expresses mild disappointment when you make independent choices. Someone consistently reframes your strengths as flaws and your flaws as defining characteristics. Over time, you stop trusting your own read on situations. You start filtering your thoughts through their reaction before you even express them. At that point, they are not just influencing your behavior. They are living inside your decision-making process. The second method is environment control. Research on behavioral conditioning shows that humans adapt to their environment faster than they adapt to direct instruction. Whoever controls your environment controls your baseline. This is why certain people in your life subtly manage what you are exposed to, who you spend time with, what conversations happen around you, what information reaches you, and what gets filtered out. It does not require a grand conspiracy. It requires consistency. A partner who creates tension every time you see specific friends. A workplace culture that frames questioning leadership as disloyalty. A family dynamic where certain topics are always off limits. The environment shapes you. The person who shapes the environment shapes you without ever having to ask you directly. Let's talk about the third method. And this is where it gets deeply uncomfortable. Emotional anchoring. You might think your emotional responses are spontaneous, but they're often conditioned. When a specific person, situation, or topic consistently makes you feel a certain way, that connection becomes automatic. Behavioral psychologists call this classical conditioning. It's not just for lab experiments. It happens all the time in our relationships. Someone who repeatedly pairs their presence with intense emotions, whether good or bad, gets anchored into your nervous system. You don't just think about them, you feel them. This feeling completely bypasses rational thought. It's a huge reason why people stay in situations they logically know are bad for them. In those moments, logic isn't the operating system. The emotional anchor is. It's a powerful force to be aware of. Thanks for watching. Here is the part most dark psychology content skips. Awareness alone does not free you. Knowing these methods exist does not automatically undo their effect on you. What actually works is deliberate pattern interruption. You identify one conditioned response, one area where your reaction feels automatic, and you pause before acting on it. Not forever, just long enough to ask whether this response belongs to you or was installed by someone else. You do that consistently across enough situations, and the architecture of the influence starts to collapse. Not dramatically, quietly, the same way it was built. Here is the part most dark psychology content skips. Awareness alone does not free you. Knowing these methods exist does not automatically undo their effect on you. What actually works is deliberate pattern interruption. You identify one conditioned response, one area where your reaction feels automatic, and you pause before acting on it. Not forever, just long enough to ask whether this response belongs to you or was installed by someone else. You do that consistently across enough situations, and the architecture of the influence starts to collapse. Not dramatically, quietly, the same way it was built. The most controlled people in any room are the ones who are certain they cannot be controlled. Certainty closes the door on awareness, and awareness is the only thing that actually protects you. If something in this video made you stop and reconsider a relationship, a habit, or a reaction you thought was yours, pay attention to that feeling. It is not paranoia. It is your mind starting to work for you again. Subscribe. Every week, this channel puts language to the things that have been operating on you in silence. You deserve to understand the full picture.